Welcome back to Reality NSFW. I'm Zack Hacker, joined as always by two notorious reality TV competitors, Roda and Jonny Fairplay.
What's up?
I've been saying let's go all week because we have a Big Brother winner and a challenge two-time competitor, Kaycee Clark. Kaycee, how are you doing?
Woo! I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here, guys.
This is definitely Kaycee's first time because last time I was just Marie too. I was like, oh, you guys put your apps?
So I don't normally let my daughter listen to my podcast because I occasionally drop an F-bomb or worse, which I don't even know what's worse, but I find a way. So, but I think I'm going to make an exception this time. I'm going to, we'll do earmuffs when necessary. But a few seasons ago, Big Brother's on. My daughter's watching the first episode, and she's 12 now. I guess she was probably 10 then. And she goes, "That's my girl right there, Kaycee. That's my winner pick." She goes, "If there was a Big Brother person, that's me. That's me." And I get there and just like, wow, you rough motherfuckers up playing football?
No way. That's awesome. I had no idea. She picked me from the very beginning.
First episode, first glimpse. She goes, "That right there."
I need to meet her.
She's fun. She has purple hair right now. Well, no, I take that back. She has green and blue hair. She's about to have purple hair going into Christmas.
That's awesome. So would you let her play football or what, Jonny?
She's not that tough. She's like me. Like her mom can hang with you. Her mom was Michelle from America's Next Top Model Cycle 4, and then she was later on Tough Enough. So her mom's 5'11". She can whoop some ass.
Nice.
Like I don't know who I'm more frightened of. If I had to pick 3 women on the planet that I'm most frightened of, it would be in no particular order: my ex-wife Michelle from America's Next Top Model Tough Enough.
I love how you dropped that. My ex-wife, the American Top Model.
Number 2, no particular order: Marie Roda. Number 3, Kaycee Clark.
Fucking know.
the 3 women I'm most scared of on the planet.
Yes, we made the cut, Marie.
I always make the cut, Kaycee.
If it wasn't for my lawyer, I would have Michelle guaranteed number 1. But my lawyer did pretty good.
My America's Next Top Model.
Yeah, trust me. The platitudes with her end right there. I assure you.
Well, Kaycee, you got the last confessional of this second episode of season 36 of the challenge. You were talking about how ever-changing this game is, how difficult it is when you don't know the rules. I would like to ask you, I know we've heard from a lot of our listeners who are maybe traditional Survivor fans, maybe Big Brother fans, who there's no reality TV. Somehow the challenge is the only show that pulled this off right now to go film on location. How different is it to prepare to play Big Brother or the challenge? And how would you compare those two shows?
That's a good question, because I mean, in both Big Brother and the challenge, there's so much uncertainty. There's so much unknown. You don't know what the next competition is. You have no idea, what's coming up ahead of time. So it's like you always have to adapt the last minute, and that goes both for Big Brother and the challenge. And so, I mean, there's only so much that you can prepare for. I'm sure Marie knows as well. Just like, yeah, you can work out, you can work on endurance, you can work on puzzles, you can do this stuff. But it's like at the end of the day, you show up at for the challenge, it's like you're not gonna always expect like the same puzzle or the same whatever the case is. So yeah, I mean it's just so much uncertainty, and I like to say just always staying on your toes and just being able to adapt and being okay with change. And I feel like the same with life too. You just got to be on your toes at all times, stay ready, and just do work.
What show do you like more?
Do I like more? Well, I'm a huge Big Brother fan, super fan. I've been watching it since I was 10 years old. So that's my first love for sure, Big Brother. For Big Brother and the challenge, people always ask me, what do you like better? I like both of them. They both are, they're similar, but they're different. I would say that Big Brother is overall like mentally more challenging, and the challenge is physically challenging, even though the challenge is even mentally very, very challenging as well. But if I were to differentiate the two, that's what I would say.
Yeah, I know. I always say that I was on the wrong show.
Yeah. And you guys do have 5-piece puzzles on Big Brother. versus the
5-piece puzzles. Hey, there's a lot of memory. You know what's funny? The last season of the challenge, my first season, they were putting in a lot. I felt like they were putting in a lot of, Big Brother things like, memory and puzzles here, puzzle there. I mean, Big Brother doesn't do math, so maybe that's why I like Big Brother better.
It is weird because you won Big Brother, but I feel like you're more ideally suited to the challenge.
Yeah, I feel it for me. I love I love playing games. I'm super competitive, but I also love people. So both of them I just love. But yes, the challenges on the challenge, amazing. Because I'm an adrenaline junkie myself. I love doing all that crazy shit and just doing things I've never done before, and I'm here for it, and I absolutely love it.
How strange is it that if you had to seek out your reality television doppelganger of any reality show, a lot of people would probably say Natalie Anderson, and then you look over and there's Natalie Anderson.
Yeah. She's a badass. I love Natalie.
Yeah, you're a badass too. I mean, there's a reason for the comparison.
But the thing is, I respect, I respect other competitors too. It's like, I mean, like Lolo Jones, Natalie, like they're huge competitors, and I respect it. At the end of the day, I would love to compete against people like that. So, it challenges me, and in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. So I love it.
Yeah, just an Olympic gold medalist. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay.
Were you shocked to see Natalie standing out there, or or riding in the cars?
No, I wasn't shocked. So I don't watch Survivor, but I actually watched her season, the newest one.
Winners at War.
Yeah, that one. So I watched that one, and from beginning to end, I was like, wow, she's a badass. Like, she's definitely gonna be like on the challenge or something. And people were talking about it. Oh, you got to go on the challenge. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can definitely see her there. And if I see her there, I feel like that we would click and we would vibe out. So, and we did. She's awesome.
Yeah. Well, you on the premiere episode, you didn't really act because like I see you there, I see Natalie and I'm just like, oh, CBS Alliance, come on, Big Brother Survivor, and no, it's just like Big Brother, no one else, fuck them.
No,
I ain't feeling it.
No, it's crazy because we did have a CBS alliance. So
Okay.
it's so weird when I'm watching it now. What they cut out, it's mind blowing to me because in our Big Brother alliance, Lola was also included in that. I also noticed in one of my interviews in the confessionals, I was naming off our alliance and they cut me off. I said 5 people, but they cut me off and they cut off Lolo's name for some reason. I don't know why. Editing, they just do whatever. And so we've always been saying like, Lolo's part of Big Brother. And then we also been doing like a whole CBS alliance. They didn't show that. So they get to pick and choose what they show. Sure. But we did have a little something. So we did call it the CBS, CBS little alliance.
Yeah, well, at least when they get picked to show what they show about you, it's not you getting stuck in a fucking basket, because that was like they really know how to make me look like a fucking idiot. Like I'm like on top of me being an idiot. Like I really give them everything they need to make me look like.
Wait, stuck in a basket?
Yeah, there was this like.
I'll Google it. Maybe you.
Yeah, no, you don't have to. Basically, it was just an elimination, and I decided to like throw it to my friend Kayla. And of course, they just made me look like I got stuck in a basket, which I did actually get stuck in the basket after waiting a long time for her to finish the puzzle because my shoe got tied up. But like, it's just so annoying, like how they pick and choose.
It is annoying. It's so crazy. What's crazy to me is like the viewers, they won't fully understand, right? They see it and they don't understand like the TV magic. They can turn anything into anything. Yep. And it just amazes me. And I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting to see how they do edit it when we finally get to watch it. And I'm just like, why? But whatever.
And it's so tough. I mean, like you guys have 30 people on the challenge?
30 damn people.
That's insane.
Tribe.
Like Big Brother, you guys have usually like 16 to 20?
16.
16. Okay. And then Survivor is 16 to 20. And so and when you have like a 20-person season on Survivor, you're just like, oh, okay, well, I'll start learning the names at episode 5. Okay. Yeah. So with the challenge with 30 motherfuckers, it's just like, what, are you going to wait for the finale to learn their names?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, yeah, you see Big T don't even know her partner's name.
Jacob.
Justin. Jonathan. Yeah. He's very good.
Kaycee, speaking of Big Brothers out there, I gotta ask you. I think I'm a big fan of yours, and we all just got to hang out in Florida for Hearts Reality and stuff. But I think this is the most I've ever said your name in like a 3-month period, because back when Big Brother 22 was kicking off, the rumor mill was all a flurry with Kaycee's coming back, Kaycee's returning, Josh is returning. So I wasn't too surprised to see you guys show up on the challenge. Amber Borzotra was a big surprise to me to be there. Was that a big shock to you that they pulled her back from BB16 to show up on the challenge?
It was crazy. So, I mean, I thought she was going to go on Big Brother 22, on All Stars. And I was supposed to be there as well, but 2020 has a sense of humor. And so I thought she was going to be on Big Brother. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll see her on Big Brother. And then that didn't happen. So then I go on the challenge and I see her there. And I'm like, this is so crazy to see her there, because I've seen her season and I was a fan of hers. And we've been following each other on social media. So to finally be able to play a game with her, it was awesome. So it was cool. It was cool. I was shocked to see her. She was shocked to see me. And yeah.
Yeah.
Were you really shocked, Kaycee?
I was because I wasn't expecting her to be on the challenge. I thought she was going to be on Big Brother.
Yeah, because we had this conversation last week, because I was telling how Wes recruits prior to the show. So I wanted to see if you actually.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that she was going to be there. I didn't know she was going to be there.
So can you address the rumors on the Big Brother thing? So the rumor and innuendo was you and Josh got false positives for COVID.
False positive. Yeah.
What does that mean? False positive.
So I haven't. So okay. So yeah. So when I haven't really talked about. I kind of talked about it, but what people. I got sick a month prior, right? So sequester was July something. I got sick a whole month prior, and and I got false positive because I had a negative false positive, and then it was just the weirdest thing, and it was super unfortunate. I was in sequester and everything. I already did my home videos, did my pictures and everything, and just everything happens for a reason. I wasn't supposed to be on there. I was bummed, but I'm so grateful that, because I had to tell the challenge, hey, I'm not able to go on. I'm doing all this stuff, whatever, and I was able to call them back up and just say, hey, things have changed. If there's any openings, I'm here. So. Yeah.
While you were in sequester for Big Brother, were you watching previous seasons of Big Brother?
No.
Neither was David.
Yeah, Kaycee, I saw that season, and I think you won by being on the challenge instead of Big Brother. So
yeah. I hear I dodged a bullet. I dodged a bullet. So. Man,
huge bullet. And it's so crazy. So you have the microscope on every single second of Big Brother, and especially Big Brother All Stars, possibly worse than any time in history, being 2020, being locked down and all that. And it's just you can't say. I'm not seeing anything on the challenge. It's almost like there's normalcy. It's just hey, there's good guys, there's bad guys. You're allowed to hate the bad guys. You're allowed to love the good guys. And they're doing a fucking reality television show like it used to be pre-COVID.
Right.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
I mean, when you go away for a reality show, you're sequestered regardless. So it's nothing is really changing. I don't know why you guys are making it a big deal, but whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing.
Well, no, just the perception as a viewer. I mean, the breakdown of Big Brother All Stars was just catastrophic. I mean, there were fans, personally attacking people. They're just let's destroy this person's life. Let's go on Yelp and go after this person. Let's ruin every influencer person they have. Versus the challenge, I haven't heard anything. It's just how great was that episode?
Right.
And even if you
my private thoughts about Wes.
Yeah. So wait, so you're saying from the viewers talking crap about everyone that was on Big Brother during the time? Oh yeah. See, I didn't get to watch the season. Because we were filming, but it's just because of the lives make a huge difference.
When it makes the difference.
Oh my God, so much.
You get to watch every single word that you say and every single thing that you do 24/7. It makes a huge difference. And people are so stuck in that when they watch that, they want to nitpick. You got people on Twitter that write every single word that someone says, and it's and especially during this time when everyone's stuck at home, and it makes them they're going through shit, so it makes them feel better to talk about other people, and it's just. it's just it's a rough cycle. It's horrible. I mean, it's not horrible, but the live thing, I mean, I feel bad for, the people that do get attacked, because especially during a time like this, social media is just crazy. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, listen, I think the challenge has been a breath of fresh air. I think there's people that are just like, the fucking premiere was great. The second episode was awesome. I love this person. I love this person. And then of course there's people that hate Wes. I get it. So, I mean, but that's good. That's what I like. I mean, as a bad guy, I'm watching Big Brother in fear. I'm just like, is anyone ever going to do reality television again?
Well, you know what's crazy? When I first went on the challenge, all the challengers would be like, oh my gosh, get ready for the challenge, fans. They're crazy. I'm like, you guys don't know the Big Brother fans.
No.
Are fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
They're the same damn people.
Right?
No.
I mean, they don't win. So it's like, it's just
They're
so
much
funny. When I
kinder.
heard that, I was like, come on, dude.
Can I say something? I personally, even though I have not experienced it, feel like I would prefer a live show versus what we get on the challenge, because at least you control your narrative there, and you know what you're getting into beforehand, and whatever. But for me personally, what I've seen from myself for many seasons is it's never what happened, and people are going to reach it wrong regardless, because that's what people do. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to be on a show 24/7.
Yep.
Because I'm a narcissist, but you know what I'm saying?
I feel like Joseph walked into the challenge and left going, I think they're going to tell a pretty good story.
I love him.
Oh my God.
No, Marie, you do have a point, because it's like when you're on live, people get to see you for you, right? And you have receipts all out there, receipts all on Twitter, people just keeping track of all that stuff, and they can see you for who you are. And I feel like someone asked me maybe a week ago, which one do you think is more authentic? And I say Big Brothers, because they can only edit so much. The lives are a completely different show than what they, the edited version. So you get to see what's really going down through the lives. But I feel like it's more authentic with Big Brother, because with the challenge, they can really, Big Brother, they can edit how they want to edit things, but then in the back end, you still got people, hundreds of thousands of people watching the live, where they got receipts of everything that's going down. So Big Brother is more authentic. The live is cool. People get to know you for you.
I had a question in my head. I totally forgot it. God damn. You saw me. I was like, hold on.
Well, I think the live aspect though does create a false sense of I know this person actually. I can justify their intentions, and I think that's where some of the negativity.
Oh, I got it. I remember now.
Marie, take it away.
The other thing is that so when you're in the Big Brother house, and because it's live, when you end that show, you come out of the show, right? With the challenge, Kaycee, you know that this plays months later. So you might have an argument with someone, and you get over it, and you guys are great, and then the show airs, and all of this stuff just comes back, and it is so toxic for your mind. It truly is. I don't really know how to describe it, but maybe you can shed some light because you've been on both, but it's a completely different experience.
Yeah, it is. It is. I feel like both of them are mind fucks,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you could say, Jonny, for the same for Survivor. It is very challenging. That's a lot. A lot of viewers cannot see that. Through the screen, they can't see that we are mentally going crazy in here. That we come out with PTSD. That we come out it's just something that people will never understand unless they're in the game and playing it. And it's just so hard to translate that. But like you say, you're filming it, then months, then you're living in it. A few months later, they air it, you're reliving it. Mm-hmm. And it just brings so much anxiety to me, even for Big Brother. I haven't even finished watching my season. I'm probably halfway, through my season, because just watching it gives me anxiety. Watching it it stresses me out, and it's a scary thing. Yeah. People will never understand, but yeah, it's really weird.
I would have anxiety over my outfits. On Survivor, you have one set of clothing. So
how did you go on Survivor if you're worried about your outfits?
Well, no, because you don't have to. It's just I can either do the shirt or no shirt. Those are my options, or pants or no pants. Which they prefer pants.
Jonny knows personally.
Yeah, they told me. Jonny, pants is good. good today.
Put your pants on, bro.
But no, I mean, like I can see myself if I were on Big Brother. It's like, oh, why was I dressed like Memphis? What a bad decision. the denim vest. What
Or Memphis.
Memphis is a good guy. I hung out. Well, we hung out with Memphis.
We love it.
Yeah.
Can I say something? I have to say this. So we saw Memphis and Christmas in person. And when I tell you, they are 10 times more attractive in person than they were on TV. And I'm like, dear fucking God, like, let that be me too, you know, because like, I'm like, I fucking hate myself on TV. And then you see these people and you're like, wow, that sucks because like, you're actually fucking gorgeous.
well, Marie, I will say this. I haven't seen your Real World St. Thomas yet, but I posted the picture yesterday of me and Ellen saying that's my celebrity doppelganger. And you were like, if you had seen me from Real World St. Thomas, I would have been a triplet. I've seen you in real life. There is no way you're a triplet to me and Ellen. You are beyond beautiful.
Aww, that's so nice. You just want to get me on the podcast again next week, but that's so nice.
No. We've already installed the cameras in your place.
All right. This episode, which by the way, I've been like wheeling and dealing. Actually, I haven't. Like I was watching it, but I wasn't really watching it. But I have some fucking feelings about it. So let's go, Jonny.
let's break down the episode. So real quick, the episode starts with Tori saying previously on the challenge. Now, for me as a reality television contestant and someone that considers myself a reality television aficionado, like I really look for all the little things. Like on Survivor, like before my season, they used to do this thing where, you know, we have our Survivor buff and they used to do these commercials during the episode and they go, this is a buff. And they'd wear it the different ways and all that. So all season long, I would be like, this is a buff. They never did that my season. But I mean, like 8 times a day.
I've never heard the word buff before. Like, does anybody know what the fuck he's talking about?
Why is it called a buff?
Is that underwear? Like, what are you showing us? What are you showing us?
It's a headband thing.
Jonny, where
there's tube tops or his skirts.
Oh.
So you have to. This signifies what tribe you're on Survivor. But anyway, I wanted that extra airtime, and I was just like, this is like I just kept saying it, and then I'm watching Tori go previously on the challenge. And I'm just like, so do they pull you aside to say that, or are you guys just like out of nowhere, just like you know, like Kaycee, you're on
the bar previously on the challenge.
Previously on the challenge.
No, they definitely tell you to do that.
Okay. So the entrepreneurial aspect of Jonny Fairplay made it so that I created these moments for myself that were not there.
Well, so I mean, like there are parts though, like for instance, like people will start talking and then like a camera will come in and then people will restart talking. You know, I get what you're saying, but like no, we don't do that.
That was the weirdest thing for me, right? So you coming from Big Brother and then going on the channel. So Big Brother, we didn't have to worry about that.
Nothing.
Big Brother caught everything, every single thing that we didn't have to rerun and do it again. Like they caught everything. So when I go on the challenge, my first season, it was just so weird. And I didn't find out till halfway through the season that we are able to go to a producer and be like, hey, I'm about to have this conversation with someone. Follow me. Like I didn't know, like we didn't know that, right?
It took me a lot of years too.
They didn't train us and tell us, hey guys, this is what you're supposed to do if you're gonna have a serious conversation. So I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't find out till like halfway through the season. I was like, this is fucking weird. You know, it's like it's just really weird. But and Big Brother, you didn't have to worry about that. Challenge, you really have to like
On Survivor, I would walk up to motherfuckers and just wait. Like they're just like, hey, I'm like, in a minute. Camera's coming.
I want to see the hours right? Just doing the buff deal and trying to get airtime. That our special
Jonny older play, not the fair play.
I just wanted a little screen time. It worked out. I mean, like, I'm very happy.
When I first met Jonny, he introduced himself as the first bad boy. I was like, what? I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that means, Jonny.
That means I'm old, Marie. too old for this challenge shit.
Did you guys first meet at the charity event?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I locked into this podcast about like 4 a.m. I think it was, when we were chain smoking cigarettes on the balcony. I'm like, fucking yeah. I'm like, you guys fucking need me. Now I'm stuck. That's literally how I said it. I think there's a video. I have a video of me like, yeah.
All right. So we start with Lolo calls out Natalie for Wes being the reason she was in the elimination. And we get a quick look at Wes explaining that he feels his pros outweigh his cons.
Man.
How do we feel about that?
I remember having, I mean,
vaguely, Kaycee.
I remember having a conversation with Natalie, but like, man, you are just partnered with someone that you don't want to be partnered with. You know, I like Wes as a person, but in the game, you can't trust him. Like, you cannot. Like, I feel like he just does too much, and you just can't trust him. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's yeah, what are we talking about again? I mean,
She's a lot nicer than I am, and she's also been around for like not that long. She'll figure it out eventually.
Do his pros outweigh his cons?
No.
What are the pros? Can we wait? What are the pros?
He's won. Okay. I mean, he's won more than once.
He's won, but I mean, he has all his cards out there. Everyone knows he's a manipulator. Everyone knows that he pre-games and tries to, gather everyone else before going in. Everyone knows that he's, pretty sneaky and he's good with his words. He's really good at, getting people to do what he wants or what to say. So it's like, it's no secret, right? If you have it all out there, out on the table, like, you'd be a dummy not to even notice that. And you'd be a dummy to even try and trust that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just all out there.
I have a question. Do you guys think he jerks off to himself or what?
I would imagine.
Yeah, Wes fucking loves himself. You know that he's like, oh, that was fucking hilarious.
I think he's funny.
Get out of here.
Kaycee, shut the fuck up.
What?
You really think he's funny?
I do.
I thought he was hilarious this episode. Like, I mean,
maybe I've been around this shit for too long, guys.
Something against him, okay?
No. You know what? To be fair, I used to be a huge Wes fan. I truly did. So you know what? I'll shut up until we get to the next part.
I think it's hilarious for all the wrong reasons.
We're laughing at him, not with him.
No, I wasn't. I mean, I don't feel that he's 100% in on the joke that he's. I mean, I think his ego is huge, and I like that about him. But I don't think he knows his ego is as big as it is. I think he says those things, but it's just like it's even more. So, but I thought when they're having, when you guys are debating before the what's it called before the elimination? Deliberation. Yeah. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
What part?
When he was like, "Hey, champion."
The CEO part?
No. that was.
Are we going there yet? Because I got all the wrong reasons about that.
Yeah. So no, the deliberate when he was just like, champion talking. Please be quiet.
I probably tuned out for that part. Sorry, but can you continue?
So
I don't know. I didn't love it. And I think this podcast, we have a list of enemies that is exactly 2 people long. And both of those people insist loudly that they're very rich when I don't actually know how rich they are. I'm ready to put Wes in slot number 3. I hate this dude on the challenge. He might be great in real life, but he sucks on TV.
Zach, this is why you are my motherfucking boy.
Wes sucks on TV?
He sucks on TV.
What?
Yeah,
see, I work with the guy. I don't trust him. I feel like until he disrespects me, cool. Then we could. That's a whole nother story. But he has never disrespected me. Super cool. He understands that we don't work together. We're not, but he still can have fun with it, right? Like I feel like he's been doing it for so many years. Like where he sees a camera and he knows that he can just joke around. and be a smartass, which I love being a smartass, so I respect it. And
okay, so you got like one or two more seasons before you figure it out. But this guy's a fucking idiot. I'm just saying. No. Like, this is my thing. Like, it's just. I've never. Well, I have, because I was on a show with Devin, but like, I've never seen someone try so fucking hard before. Like, it's like, you know that it's clearly for the cameras, because you can't be that fucking annoying. You literally can't. You know, and that's what annoys me more. Because when I go into my interviews, I'm sure you do, like with this Kaycee, you're just chilling and you're like, oh, like, da-da-da. Like, you know that Wes is like, and like making out with the fucking camera. Like, I hate that shit.
I agree. I'm not a big fan of that as well, because I did notice that with Jonny, right? Jonny, Wes, and they've been doing it for years, but when they see a camera, they're like, okay, game on. I better say some dumb shit or some funny shit, because they're going to air this, or it's going to make some, like, I get that. Like, I'm not a big fan of that either. But I feel like they've just been doing it for so long, where
that's the problem. That's the problem, because
they're making the TV show at the end of the day, because like they always say, it's a TV show first and a game show second.
Yeah, that's what they all say when they're on the show for fucking 10 years. Of course.
Yeah, right.
That is the point, though. These people have lost their realness. Like, I think that it really truly comes across. You know, like, for me, like, I unfortunately can't be anything but myself. Like, I wish I fucking could. You know, like, if I could be anybody else, I definitely wouldn't be me. But like, these motherfuckers go on here, like, who the fuck do you think you are? Shut the fuck up, please.
I agree.
It's so annoying.
Devin's the same way as well.
No shit, Kaycee.
Oh man, I'm like, So I mean,
we're about to light people up, Jonny. Keep going.
All right, here we go. So we find out that CT is now a rogue agent.
CT
out of fucking nowhere. I mean,
out of nowhere. You got to that's the crazy, like Big Brother. You have these like little plot twists here and there, but like, the challenge is for the first like 3 weeks a constant and constantly evolving plot twist. So whereas, you know, Big Brother, you know the fucking rules of Big Brother. Like, they're not going to fucking change. And then they'll throw in, you know, triple eviction.
There's a mercenary here tonight.
Yeah. Like, you know, they throw in little gimmicks. But, you know, with the challenge, it's just like, hey, this year this is something crazy. It's like, okay, well, that's something different. But there's more, but we're not going to tell you yet. And then there's more, but we're not going to tell you yet. And then there's more. So it's like episode 4, you finally know the fucking rules. It's like, holy moly. So I mean,
you never know the rules on the challenge. You never know. I think that like adds to the paranoia too. And you're like, that's when Aneesa told me personally, she was just like, this season was just really weird. Like the energy in the house and stuff.
Well, I mean, you have Kyle being a great television character, and it's just like, I'm so sneaky. They have no idea how sneaky I am. Watch me.
Meanwhile,
I am literally reptilian across the screen.
I love him.
It's like, and Kyle votes.
Kyle
is such. Listen, I just have to say this about him, because Kyle is truly the fucking greatest person. Like, when you meet him in person, he is the most chill fucking motherfucker. He is so fun. He wants no drama. Like, he really is. Like, he's one of the good ones. So props to you, Kyle. Love you.
I love him so much. We were roomies this season. We got a lot closer this season. He's great. He's amazing. There's two people in this house this season that made me laugh so much, and that was Kyle and Big T. Hilarious. They are just so naturally funny.
I want to meet her so bad.
Marie, you would love Big T, dude. She's great.
I would carry her everywhere. I would go into the elimination for her. That's how much I love her.
Funny, man. So funny.
No, I love going back to Kyle. He seems like the coolest fucking dude of all time. I love him, but watching him and his craftiness get sniffed out by Fessy is the funniest shit. Like, I love it.
Not even sniffed out. It's not like
famous for. Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry. I mean, he didn't. I mean, it's not like Fessy sniffed it out. He just saw straight up.
Right, but Kyle clearly has no idea where that's coming from.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Do you
know what happened when the first episode that Kyle ever came to the challenge? I chalked him. Did you guys know what the word chalked means?
Mm-mm.
Okay, in New York, it means that you basically like forgive me. I shouldn't have even said this word. It means like you attack someone. Like I basically made out with him without him like not wanting to make out with me. You know, like I literally it's ridiculous. But yeah, that was his first experience. Like I love Kyle.
So that's how you guys met.
Oh, where'd Jonny go?
Johnny, I'm sure he'll be back in a second.
Was my story that bad? I realized it. I realized it halfway through. I was like, "This story fucking sucks." You had to be there, I guess.
I'm glad you still like it.
Hey,
There he is.
I was paying attention.
Yes.
whatever. Anyway,
So you talked him. Interesting. First time hearing that word, so that's cool. Chopped.
yeah, send it.
Like ALK.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
so-
like Chuck. I really don't. I don't even understand where that comes from. But if anyone is from New York and you feel me, please tweet me at. No, just kidding. I delete my Twitter all the time.
quarterback
Now, this
up.
was a bad episode for New York accents.
Yes.
That-
Yes, it was.
Poor Nicole.
Yeah.
New York accents, Staten Island accents. Okay.
All right, real quick. We see CT backtracking with Cam. Yeah. And calls out Josh. Is that a good move early? Like we see Josh. He's a big guy. He's a social player, but he is an emotional player. Does CT have his card right there, knowing that?
I hate that word. As a woman, I fucking hate that word emotional. It is passionate, okay? And also, Kaycee, like, I fucking love watching Josh. And maybe it's because everyone else fucking hates him, but I think this kid is so great.
Yeah.
Like, I really do. Like, I think he is so much fun because, like, he's just kind of like a breath of fresh air. He doesn't give a fuck what anyone thinks about him. And they all think something negative.
Yep. It's funny because when I watched his season on Big Brother 19, and he got out, I even told him, I was like, dude, I wasn't a big fan of you, like just doing too much. But when I told him straight up, and then when I met him, I was like, you're amazing. He has such a big heart, good vibes, you know, like we're very similar in a lot of ways because we're just so like genuine and real. And that's just exactly how he is. And I'm like, that's my brother. That's literally my family. And people in the house, they understand that. Everyone in the house, in the challenge house, they love Josh. Like they love his vibes. They know that. They know they can pick on him, whatever. Obviously, when he gets alcohol in his system, he gets, you know, a little extra emotional and he just blows up. And but a lot of the viewers, they're so mean to like Josh is amazing. And just because he cries and he's emotional, what the hell is wrong with crying, being emotional? Why? Because he's real, and people and viewers out there can't relate because they can't be real and be emotional. It's okay to be emotional.
Yeah.
You know,
If you've never cried before, somebody needs to kick your ass because what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I cry a lot.
You're a sociopath if you've never shed a tear. Like shut the fuck up. And the challenge has to be emotional. Okay, so
No, just like you, Kaycee. I met Josh at Reality for Diabetes. Was it last year? Or the year before?
Johnny, do you go to every reality event?
I do my part, Marie. I try to help people. All right. I'm
oh yeah, I forgot.
So we're playing putt. It's me, Wendell, and Josh. And Josh walks up to me, and he was like, "You didn't like me on the show, did you?" And I was like, "Not at all." I'm like, "You're the guy with the pans, right?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I hate you." And he was like, "I think you'll like me." And Wendell's like, "He's good people." And Wendell's my boy. And I'm just like, all right, if Wendell's vouching for you, then, you know, that's a pretty good voucher. Into the weekend, I'm just like, why do I love Josh?
There's a Marie. Yeah,
he seems good. I've never understood the hate Josh has gotten. I know he was a bit much in the Big Brother house, but he seemed really lovable, I thought. I don't know.
It's his edit, man. It's his edit on the challenge, which is crazy. They make him the emotional person, and
well, his edit on Big Brother wasn't much better. You and I both hated him on the show.
Yeah, I don't like to use the word hate, but I wasn't a big fan. I wasn't a big fan of him, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. He was young too on Big Brother. I think he was like 23, just acting a whole fool. But
I loved this scene with CT though, trying to get Cam back into his good graces as Josh is standing there. See, like, I don't even know what CT was trying to say. He sounded like he was breaking up with a girlfriend. He's like, I wasn't ready for this kind of commitment. It's my issues, not yours. What are you talking about, man?
Man, yeah, that was interesting.
CT can do no wrong. I honestly fucking hated him last episode because I was like, how the fuck is he gonna ask Cam like what her weaknesses? And then like I went hard for my girl, but at the same time, like this motherfucker is so hot, but also like in person, he's not like I'm not attracted to him. Is that weird to say? It's like when you see him on TV and stuff, or maybe if you don't know him as a person, like he is such a fucking hot guy. He really fucking is. Well, I guess none of you fucking would agree, right?
I can't relate. I can't relate. But
wow. Okay.
I was. The funny thing is, so the challenge just hit Netflix, and so there's 2 different trailers that they're showing at the beginning. And one of them is the duel, and I'm watching Tanya Cooley, who I used to date. I'm watching her give the worst confessional, and she's like, "I'm obviously a bad guy." I'm like, "Ugh, I obviously should not have dated you. Like, this is the worst confessional I've ever heard in my life." And talking to her in real life was worse than that.
Johnny.
Yes. Well, no, to CT. So CT, like they're showing what's the Gauntlets, the other one on Netflix, and he's just jacked. And I'm showing my friend.
That was the hottest season ever.
And I was like, here's what he looks like now. And my friend's like, yeah, that's what having a kid will do to you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what that does, but that's why I haven't had one yet. Because I'm like, I will never get unpregnant, you know?
Pregnant?
We'll just stay there. Okay. Where are we on this episode?
All right. So Josh is doing 1,000 reps of his ab circuit exercises.
Joseph.
What did I say?
Josh.
This is when, listen, Joseph.
I got it. I nailed it.
I don't know why I can't say Joseph because it's my dad's name, but regardless, I think he is fucking Kaycee. Is he? What is he like in person?
Not hilarious. Definitely not hilarious. I sweet guy, big smile, was happy to be there, very grateful. Sweet guy. But I think for me, like he just honestly tried too hard. Like you guys as people who just try too hard and they just try really hard to try and like fit in. Maybe that's just how he rolls. But overall, he's a cool guy. I wouldn't say he's funny. He's kind of like corny to me. I mean, he's a sweet guy. He means well, but he got
a very, very kind edit on AGT. Like I remember watching and liking him, and then like I'm watching him this episode, and even part of last, I'm just like, ooh, wow, you need to go back to NBC and high five some motherfuckers and say thank you because they
Johnny, what is AGT?
America's Got Talent.
Okay. So I thought he was on American Idol. So he's not a singer, you're saying?
He is a singer.
Yeah.
He's a singer.
Yeah, but
he's a singer? He's a singer?
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, you said he was a fucking comedian.
Hey, I said he was one of those.
You have to bring fucking facts. If this is your fucking show, you can
he was on AGT. I remember seeing it on AGT. I remember liking him. That was it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, number one, I think this guy has one of the more memorable 2-episode careers. So in 5 years, when he's looking back on this, you got your 2 episodes. Good job, man.
Yeah, he'll never do it again.
Second on that,
there's no reason to bring. If he comes, hold on, Zach. If he comes back to the challenge, I quit. Like,
yeah, I know. I'm done.
Yeah, this guy does not need to ever like. He didn't get like. It's almost like they're just like, hey, are you familiar with MTV's The Challenge? And he was like, oh yeah. And it's like, have you ever watched an episode? He's like, no. And it's like, well, you need to watch. He's like, no, I got it. I feel like that's what we saw.
I want to know how that casting went down. It's very interesting to me. He's really a sweet guy. He really means well, but he's just not ready for the challenge. He just not for him. Yeah.
No,
he had no idea.
Fish out of water. Fish out of fucking water.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I imagine the same thought process goes into casting Joseph as it does casting Leo Rush, but 2 totally different results.
Yeah.
So completely, it's just like, oh, I mean, this guy's he's been in entertainment, he's got it, he seems to be athletic, and
No Hype Network. Sorry, yeah. I'm reading the comments. This person is fucking cracking me up. Just fucking roasting me in these comments. I fucking love it. Like, queen of, I was telling Zach before, I think I'm the only fucking person in the world that has lost their earbud fucking case and not their earbuds, like, or pods. I also call them earbuds, okay? Like, I'm the only person that does that too, I guess.
Well, no, High Network calls them
fuck
earbuds.
that was. But I lost the fucking charging case. So I'm sitting here with a fucking geek.
Nothing wrong with that.
You might not even need them.
I probably don't.
But it is fun watching you wrestle with them, like fucking Ric Flair and fucking Kurt Angle.
I will win this challenge.
All right, so the ab workout. All right, I mean, Kaycee, you're a very athletic person. Did you see those ab workouts in person, and do you think they made a difference?
So he's pretty built. He is. I don't think he.
We see him with his shirt off later in the episode. It's just like, oh, is that the result of 1,000 ab circuit things?
That's news to me. I guess I better try that because I guess it's very effective. I was not there when he was doing his 1,000 ceiling touches, whatever he was doing. I wasn't there for that, but I mean, he's pretty fit, right? And I feel like they did cast him too because he does motocross, which I didn't even know. All I knew about the guy was
Motocross, like the bike.
Yeah, he did motocross.
Well, I really didn't pay
There's
attention.
a clip either on the Monday show before the premiere or on the premiere. I think it was on the Monday show they showed the motocross stuff.
Yeah.
That you didn't watch, Marie.
Yo, Joe, I'm gonna call him Joey because I fucking love him. Joey is so wavy that he got his fucking comb stuck in his hair. I fucking love him. I thought he was hilarious. I don't know what he's like in real life. Maybe he sucked, maybe he didn't, but he made those 2 episodes for me. So
yeah, he's cool.
I'm leaning towards the latter. All right.
Clearly you all are. Clearly I am the lone soldier here.
Yeah. But I did love Leroy walking by and going, that was good, but you still weak as hell.
I mean, Leroy's trying to eat breakfast, and this dude's doing crunches or whatever the hell.
Wait,
Not even crunches.
How do you
Do
not
use the word crunches?
How do you not say anything?
Like everyone else is working out outside. Just join them. Like,
Yo,
come on.
you got like Leroy. Kaycee, you can attest to this. Leroy is 10 times funnier. Like he's funny he is hilarious on the challenge. He's so much funnier in person. This kid does not stop.
He's not.
He just has the driest humor. It's fucking hilarious.
So funny, dude. He is hilarious. I love Leroy.
Yeah. So next we see Nani is regretting her Kyle choice. That worked out.
Can I say how many times did this come up throughout the episode? I was fucking dying. How many times it's like naughty sober, naughty drunk. You know? Like, I don't know if I picked the right person. Like it's I'm so mad because like Nani's one of my fucking best friends. Her and I quarantined together. And before she went on, like we're like, you know what? Like you're gonna fucking go on and you're not gonna drink. You're gonna take this real fucking serious. I'm mad about the fact that I supported that because like we are missing fucking spicy. We're missing a little bit of spice. I don't know. I know that you guys love the episode, but like I was hoping that there was gonna be a little bit more messy.
Yeah.
Oh, just wait.
I think we get messy next week based on the preview. So I think we're okay.
Must have missed those 2.
If this was the primer episode for next week, I can live with that. So, but
hold on. I just want to say, I was even telling Nani this too. I was like, why do people underestimate Kyle? Kyle is a great competitor. Last season, he got 2nd place for the guys.
Yeah.
Like what? And it's so funny because I was talking to Kyle, and he was like, people keep forgetting. Like they just look over him. They just look past him, and they forget that he got 2nd place last season. He's been to, I don't even know, a couple more finals. This guy does work. He's smart. He's he has endurance. He pushes. He does not give up. And I think what it is because he does joke around a lot. He does all, but he's still there to win. He's still there to win and make it to the end. He's not just there for the hell of it. He wants to win and he wants to compete. And I don't get why people just look past him.
Yeah, I don't know if I said this on podcast last week or if it was like within like my friend group. But that being said, I feel very similar to Kyle, and like I think Aneesa's like Kyle too, where it's like we have self-deprecating humor. And that's all they kind of show on the challenge. So it's like you're saying something and it makes it seem like you don't care or you're like whatever. But like Kyle fucking shows up. Like he's there for a reason. So yes, props to fucking Kyle. Yeah. I fucking love him.
I like him. He's one of my favorites. I mean, I've never seen him in a challenge before. So watching him, I'm just like, I like this guy. Like
Yeah.
he's very Fairplay-esque. Like I'm just
I was gonna say, I was like, are you looking in the mirror, Fairplay?
yeah. Well, he appears to be physically the weakest of the guys.
But how though? Have you seen Devin? Sorry, that was me hating. I didn't really mean that, but like,
yeah, Devin also seems very Fairplay-esque. I have two. Like, if I have to pick two people that are me, it's just these two. I'm just like, well, I don't think I'm winning the million.
The other duo that we see a lot of is Lolo and Nam, and that was spicy. What do you guys think of that?
no, Kaycee, you tell us.
Oh no! Somebody help Marie.
Nam gets me really excited. No. Hottest Asian guy I've ever fucking seen. I'm gonna just say
he's hot as fuck.
He's hot for he's hot for fucking anybody, but like, my God, like he just seems like I wouldn't like him in real life because I don't like anyone in real life because I'm like that type of girl. But like, totally a TV crush.
He's a sweet guy, man. He really is. Lolo and him, they complete opposites for sure. But he's a sweet guy. They're both cool people. I love Lolo. I love Nam. Yeah, I mean, he's a fit guy. He is a fit guy.
Wow.
Yeah, he is.
You're saying a lot by saying a little.
You know what? He's a lot of people don't know. He's mixed like with. He's the only child too. He's Asian and he also is like African American and like some other thing too. So a lot of people didn't know that. I'm like, damn, he's pretty a mixed guy.
I am so mad at my mother that she fucking did this to me. Okay. I'm just saying, like, what, like that. I don't even care about like marriage or anything. Like, I have to find somebody else to mix it up for my fucking children because what the fuck? Blonde hair, blue eyes, just fucking kill me. Like, just fucking kill me.
Well, I'm off the hook.
Is this not like everyone? I'm joking. Like, everyone tell.
So we see Lolo flirting hard, but I don't know if this was thrown in just as a decoy or if this is a premonition of things to come. But it also feels that Amber's kind of throwing herself out there as well.
Amber B. You talking about Amber B?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about throwing herself out there. I mean, she's a beautiful girl for sure. And, all the guys had their eyes on her. And, especially in the beginning, when everyone's getting to know each other and and you see beautiful people on there, you just see all eyes just drawn to, a few set of people. But yeah, I mean, the guys, Amber's a pretty girl.
She's gorgeous.
I think Lolo's beautiful, but I think Amber B is like,
oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. I would never ever stand next to her in a challenge ever.
Who? Amber B?
Yeah, no, I would be on the fucking opposite side. I'd be fucking, I don't know where I'd be. I'd be standing next to fucking West. That's for goddamn sure.
Standing next to CT, not the old one, the new one.
No, I don't want to do that either. We're trying to get pluses, not negatives. Jonny, come on, keep up.
All right, so we have our first challenge. It's called Ice Spy. You have to bring back an ice block from icy waters. You have 3 kills and you're out. CT has to sit out because he is, of course, the rogue agent. And we find out really early on that Cam is still after Wes and CT, but it doesn't matter about CT. Wes is there, and swimming out to this barge. Wes, Fessy, and my boy Jay from Survivor are the first to hit the barge. How cold was the water, Kaycee?
Yeah, first to hit the barge.
Yeah, I don't know what that word means either.
Where the ice is, the boat.
Oh, like the boat. Okay, the boat.
How cold was the water, Kaycee? How cold was the water?
How cold was the water?
It was cold, dude. It was so cold. After getting in there, I was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna have to swim right back out because I mean, they gave us a wetsuit, cool, but the wetsuit does not cover your neck. And when cold water hits your neck, it's not a good feeling. Like it was so hard to breathe. But It was cold as hell. So me and Leroy, because we wanted to make sure too. We knew that everyone was going to run at the same time and try to dive in there. We said, nope, we're going to let everyone else just run in there, trample each other over. We're going to be right behind them, because it's not like, oh, about who can get to the boat first. That's not what the challenge is. You get what I'm saying? So we were just trying to be smart about it, and it was cold. It was freaking cold. Like, us being in Iceland, we didn't think that we were going to be in water like that, and they threw it in water. They don't give a damn. They
don't give a fuck.
No.
There are so many there's so much shit that I get out there, and I'm just like, all right, no bullshit. Like, you guys don't fucking pay me enough to kill myself. Like, I'm just saying. Like, it's crazy. It really fucking is. They don't give a fuck.
They don't.
Yeah, like you guys are lucky in the fact. Is that going? I'm blaming Murray.
It's 100% me. It's 100% me.
like a lot of people would be jealous of the fact that you guys get a hot tub on the challenge and on Big Brother and stuff like that, and it was more so the challenge. And it's just like, man, on Survivor, I wish we had a hot tub. If we have a hot tub, then we're in an environment that's not tropical. That you're like. Survivor and CBS wants the ability to show beautiful people in their bikinis and little underwears. Like that is part of the thrill of Survivor.
Well, that's not going to stop anyone on the challenge. Like, it doesn't matter how cold it is.
Well, no, if we're doing Survivor in Iceland, we ain't getting down.
You're not surviving.
Not without a hot tub, and they're not giving you a hot tub on Survivor.
Yeah.
So I'm watching this. I'm just like, oh man, they don't, as you said, Marie, they don't give a fuck. They're just like, we got a hot tub to get you guys in bikinis, and
it's usually not
if
hot.
the water's fucking 12 degrees, the water's fucking 12 degrees. Y'all here?
You know, it's crazy. We couldn't go in that. We didn't go in that hot tub. Like, we didn't go in there a lot because it was so hot. Like, the hot springs out there. Like, for some reason, it just boiled. It was literally boiling water. I don't know if you've seen. It was probably the last episode when Lolo got out of the tub. Her whole back is literally red and burnt. Like, we couldn't even get in there for like majority of the time because it was so hot. It was.
That's how much she wanted to show off her nom. She's willing to hold herself. That's awesome.
I love that.
Oh yeah,
that's a sacrifice. Oh man,
I'm here for them.
Yeah. All right, we see swimming out to the boat. We see Gabby's on the struggle bus and Leo's beside her. Is Leo on the struggle bus with her, or is he just on the struggle bus to support her?
I don't know. I feel like everybody was on the struggle bus, like swimming that damn water because it wasn't normal. We're not supposed to be in that kind of temperature water, like swimming back and forth carrying big ass ice cubes. It's not like a normal thing to do. So it was so damn cold. I don't know. I just remember, I mean, there's, first of all, there's 29 people in this, 28, because 28 people swim back and forth. So I just remember passing Leo a couple times, and I'm over here just like, trying to push everybody too. Like, we got this, let's keep going. I don't know. It was cold. It was cold. Me and Leroy just had to keep talking back and forth. Like, just, stay calm. That's everything. When you're in cold water like that, you just got to stay calm. If you freak out, you just start to tense up, and it's just all bad from there. But
wasn't this challenge just all about semantics in the end? I mean, it appeared as though the plan going into this thing and executed fully was Wes is first out and Fessy and Aneesa win.
I'm so happy that Aneesa won again. I'm so happy. I mean, I'm not that happy that Fessy won again. No offense, Kaycee. I know that's your boy, but like, it's just like Casey's like, I mean, Fessy's like the guy that like you think is gonna win, So like for Aneesa to be with him and like win again, I'm just like, fuck yes, bitch. Like, shut everybody fucking up, because they're like, oh, like they're not gonna be a threat. He's with Aneesa, and then she comes back and fucking wins a fucking again. I fucking love it. I think that she has like a whole fucking different like demeanor about herself this season, which I don't know if you guys have watched her prior, but like she just seems very calm, cool, collected, confident. Like, I fucking love it. I'm here for it. Team fucking Aneesa.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. I mean, with them getting the second one, I know towards the end we were just trying to figure out like who's going to take it, who's not, and so like pretty much everyone came to agreement to give it to them because.
Okay.
No.
So basically, you guys handed it to her. Is that what you're saying?
We were literally having conversations and saying like okay, well, they already got the blood on their hands. They already tried to do what they wanted to do the first week. It didn't go down. So why have someone else get the blood on their hands when they can just try it again, right? And so it was legit.
They didn't get all the blood on their hands. So it's just like, hey, you got half the blood on your hands. You might as well get it all. So I thought that was smart, but at the same time, as a viewer, I'm just like, you know, what is the point? Was TJ pissed? Like, ugh.
Wait, did they show that? Am I?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, like you have Kyle calling out your pussies. It's like, just fucking, write the check.
Yeah. He wasn't pissed. He wasn't pissed, but with that kind of game and that kind of layout where you got to kill you got to eliminate other players, like that just shows a lot of your cards. It shows a lot of your game. So it's like this kind of game, because they do on Big Brother as well. They have the one where you got to knock out other people, and that's what starts drama, and that's where
we had it on Survivor. It's called the Coconut Challenge, and guess who was the first eliminated?
I'm sorry. You fucking tell me about a Survivor challenge and you fucking like say something corny like the fucking coconut. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, all like it's basically the same. We don't even do anything. We just walk with coconuts and put them in your and Jonny Fairplay first coconuts every like it's just like Jeff didn't even have to say start and they're walking over with their coconuts to me.
No, I have to give such hats off to the production design on this challenge, though, doing this as the first partner challenge, because it seemed like, oh man, this ice water is going to be terrible. It all comes down to the partner dynamics, and it's exposing alliances. It's exposing which partnerships aren't working well. And like as a viewer, I understood the entire playing field at the end of this challenge. I knew who was where, I knew what partnerships were working, and I knew exactly what was about to unfold. I mean, there were some shocks this episode still, but this was a really nice setup for what was about to come.
Yeah.
So, all right, with that, let's get a word from our sponsors.
Yes, I got a pee break.
Winter's here and it's crazy cold outside. But what you don't know is you should still drink more water. By the time you feel thirsty, it's too late. You're already dehydrated. You can't focus and you feel tired.
Drinking enough water is critical for a healthy lifestyle that you're trying to maintain. It increases your brain power, boosts your productivity. It can prevent headaches and it'll increase your focus. Not only that, it improves your skin and mood, and it can help with your digestion and give you energy. Wow, it also prevents bad breath and can help you lose weight. But how much water should you drink each day? 10 cups? A gallon? The good news is that it doesn't have to be so complicated. That's why I start my day with Hydrant, because Hydrant helps you hydrate faster.
Hydrant has created a refreshing electrolyte powder that you mix directly into water to more efficiently and effectively hydrate your body. It hydrates you quickly and keeps you going for longer. Each rapid hydration mix has the 4 essential electrolytes that your body needs: sodium, potassium, magnesium, and zinc, and it packs a punch to help your body hydrate fast and stay hydrated. If you're looking for that extra boost of energy, there's also Hydrant Plus Caffeine, which contains 100 milligrams of caffeine from green tea. Hydrant is backed by research. The formula was developed by an Oxford scientist. It also is loved by pro athletes, top performers, celebrities, and has thousands of 5-star reviews.
It's made with real fruit juice powder. It's delicious and refreshing, and it comes in a variety of flavors, including iced tea lemonade and fruit punch. My favorite personally is the grapefruit. It's a classic and I go back to it. It's delicious. Plus, this stuff is backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't love it, you can send it back for a full refund. You really need to try it for yourself to see what I'm talking about. It tastes incredible and it works.
Well, Hydrant starts at just $1 a packet for a 30-day supply, and you save even more with a monthly subscription. And it's so easy to get. We've got a special deal for our listeners to save 25% off your first order. We're not kidding here, folks. 25%. Go to drinkhydrant.com/survivor and enter our promo code SURVIVOR at checkout. That's drinkhydrant.com/survivor and enter promo code SURVIVOR for 25% off your first order. That's drinkhydrant.com/survivor. Enter promo code SURVIVOR to save 25%. And we thank them for sponsoring the podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Magic Spoon, and I'm so glad it is because growing up, cereal was one of the best parts of being a kid, but I had to give it up because I'm now in my 30s and I was realizing that it's full of sugar, junk, and all this stuff you really shouldn't eat. So I've been trying to cut down on carbs, sugar, all this unhealthy food, and I realized I basically can't eat anything anymore except Magic Spoon.
For me, we're into the winter months and nothing's changed for me. I mean, I have 5Ks coming up, 10Ks coming up, half marathons coming up. I still treat my body as great as I personally can on a physical level, but a part of that is eating right. You know, I'm not doing the big hearty breakfast that I used to do in the past. I'm not doing the unhealthy breakfast that I've been doing in the past. I am doing a breakfast that helps me get through the day, not add those extra carbs, and make me feel like the healthiest Jonny Fairplay I've ever been in my entire life. Sign me up for Survivor right now.
This stuff has 0 sugar, 11 grams of protein, and only 3 net grams of carbs in each serving. There's 4 flavors that are their staples. You can get cocoa, fruity, frosted, blueberry. It tastes amazing. Honestly, it's too good to be true. Jonny, what are your favorite flavors?
Well, right now I am all in on the apple cinnamon. Remember that apple cereal you had as a kid and you loved? It is here through Magic Spoon, but so much better, and I freaking love it. You cannot stop me from eating this. I mean, you have the fruity, the peanut butter, the cocoa, the cinnamon, the apple cinnamon. Oh man, number 1. Blueberry frosted. So many to choose from. I am digging this.
All these cereals are keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, low-carb, and GMO-free. Jonny, where should they go to pick some up?
Of course, you go to magicspoon.com/survivor to grab a variety pack and try it today. And be sure to use our promo code SURVIVOR at checkout to get free shipping. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. That's magicspoon.com/survivor. Use the code SURVIVOR for free shipping. And we thank Magic Spoon for sponsoring the podcast.
Who the fuck's Magic Spoon?
They're great. I got a bowl and a spoon.
No, I came in hot right now.
I got the coolest bowl and the coolest spoon for cereal ever. That my daughter, who doesn't eat anything because she's 12, and so all kids hate everything, she's like, I will eat cereal because of this bowl and the spoon.
No, I honestly, I came in like really just a last second. I heard the spoon thing and I was like, who's the spoon?
All right, so we come back from the challenge, and Joseph wants to be in the elimination, and he finds a little resistance early, and then it's nope, that's cool. That's a good idea for you, Joseph.
Kaycee, did he want to go home?
No, he didn't want to
really?
go home.
Yeah.
No, like I said, there's he's doing too much, right? trying to not like I hate to say, but like just trying to fit in. What can I do to okay, hey, stand out? Like I'll do the extra. I'll go the extra mile. Hey guys, look at me. This is what I can do.
When that's not
hey
the
guys,
game, yeah.
But then when he saw like catching traction, he's kind of like, oh damn, like I didn't expect to do all that. And that's what happened. That's
that's the difference between like a game show and a reality show, or like I guess AGT is not a game show. Yeah. It's a talent show.
Yeah. He was doing Jedi mind tricks, and they worked, and then they worked too good. So we've seen that. We've seen that in reality television before, like a Zane Knight on Survivor. Like he's not even up for consideration as the first boot, and he's just like, y'all should vote me out, and he's just throwing it out there to kind of, and they're just like, yeah, we should vote you out. It's like,
bye.
No. I meant like not vote me out. Like I was trying to fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
How many of these people say like, oh man, I respect these rookies, like with a smirk of like, yeah, sure, rookies, keep throwing yourself under the bus. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Like Nelson is like just besides himself.
Yeah.
Nelson, first up, Nelson will always be a rookie. This kid, I do not enjoy anything more than when Nelson thinks. I fucking love it. When they just put him in the interview and he's just thinking out loud, like they need to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, and more nicknames, right? First he was like
More
Double
nicknames.
Nelly, now he's
Nelly
Scoop.
Belly. Can we call him Nelly Belly? I think I like it.
I don't think he
Last
would.
season when he caught like hyperthermia or whatever, they called him Nelsicle.
I don't think he'll like that one either.
Nelsicle.
Oh my God, I love that.
So next we have the conversation of the episode, and Wes sees that he's on the outside and he's trying to get himself back on the inside. So he approaches the guy's majority alliance and says, "Look, I just want to be a part of this thing. If you guys need a janitor, I'll be the janitor. Just let me fit in somewhere." He goes, "But if you need a CEO," and they're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." This motherfucker went from janitor to CEO in like 4 seconds. Like Wes was doing good. He was gaining track a little bit. Like, who knows to what extent. To whatever extent he had gained, he completely nullifies by like, "Hey, if you don't want to be janitor, just put me in charge of everything." And it's like, oh, Wes.
Right. Johnny, I'm not sure if you're just trying to be fair play, but like, did you really think that when you were watching it? Because like, that was not the feeling that I was having. And like, again, I fucking hate him, so it might be different. But like, Zach, how do you feel?
I felt like they were all like, I can't believe we're letting this clown talk for like 10 minutes. When is he going to shut up? And then he said the CEO bit, and they were finally like, finally, we can cut him off. Like, get out of here, man.
Yeah, I just want to say something.
I didn't think for a second he was making any ground.
Listen, I have been at the top of my technology career before, and I didn't fucking disappear for 3 months. So you can shut the fuck up, fucking Wes, and you can keep fucking retweeting your fucking cameos because you need to fucking relax. Like, I fucking hate this motherfucker so much. Like it was like in the midst of him saying whatever the fuck he was saying, which I didn't know because I was just so angry, like watching him. I felt like he almost got lost in what he was saying. Like, when like you're playing it up so much, like you're such a fucking showman that like you see like literally like midway through, he just kind of loses like his entire point, and that's what happened.
Yeah, well, as I said, if he was gaining traction, he completely nullified it by going from janitor to CEO.
All right, fine, I'll shut up.
Well, no, I mean, like, I think you're probably 1000% correct. I'm just saying, if there was any traction to be made, he completely destroyed it by going, "Hey, if you don't want me at the bottom, I can be at the top." And they're just like, "Yeah, that spot's not available."
Whatever they know, they understand. Like whatever he says, it's not gonna sway whatever they already got going.
But that's exactly the point.
Yeah, and so it's like I feel like with Wes, they respect him, right? And they know he's smart, so they're gonna hear him out and just let him talk, like and I mean they respect him, but they know that whatever he says is not gonna sway him to be like, "Hey, buddy, come over here and be our little janitor."
Yeah. Like, yeah, this motherfucker is just a fucking clown now. He needs to shut the fuck up because I'm done with this fucking ass. I'm so done. Please take a fucking minute. Take at least 2 semesters off. You need it. We need it. Maybe we'll like you when you come back, but like, this is way too fucking much. I'm sorry, like as a viewer. And if I even separate myself from myself, like that was fucking annoying. Like it was just annoying. There was no point.
Yeah.
I'm angry. I'm drinking a little bit.
We then learn.
I should have smoked more weed before this.
We then learn when Fessy unbuttons his shirt, it's the only time he has a personality. Now, I don't know much about Fessy. As I said, I'm new. Like I used to watch the challenge back in the day. I'm back watching now, and I'm seeing Fessy as a. I think he's a stud. I mean, like Wendell is friends with this guy. I'm friends with Wendell. Wendell showed me clips of this guy just doing feats that no man I've ever met in my entire life could physically do, and I'm just like. I don't care if you have no personality. If you can do fucking badass fucking shit, that's fucking personality enough for a lot of people. So what's the deal? Is this true? When he unbuttons his shirt, that's the only time, or is there more to Fessy?
He's shy. He's a shy guy. So it takes a while for him to get comfortable. It's hard for him to really like express himself and express his feelings. He does mean well. I mean, the only way, he's very good at what he does. Like he's super athlete and he's good at everything. But when it comes to like communication and like, showing his personality, it takes a little bit, it's funny. Cause like throughout this whole season, there's times where he's like, "Okay, Kaycee, what should I say to so-and-so?" Like it's, that's my brother. Like me and him have gotten a lot closer this season, last season. And, it's hard for him to kind of just express himself. And I mean, he's a great guy. He really is. It just takes a minute for him to warm up.
Can I play?
Pretty quick.
Can I play pretend psychology right now? I feel like because Fessy is so big, he's almost insecure about it, like and being emotional or talking to people. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but like, do you get what I'm saying? Anyone? No?
Kind of.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that like maybe he's not quiet, but like he knows that people are intimidated by him, and when you walk into a room, or even like myself, like when I go somewhere and I think that people recognize me or something, I just get really uncomfortable. So I can't imagine what it feels like to be in a challenge and be in this paranoid situation where like you are like the number one threat on like whatever, like everyone is looking at you, you know. So that's where I feel like
he likes that though. He likes
okay.
that. He likes that. You know, because he always likes to prove himself. Like I'm sure you see his Instagram. Hey, look what I can do. I can do this. I can do that. Hey, watch me do this. Hey, watch me do that. You know, so it's always, he loves that, and he says he's shy. He's just shy, and it's hard for him to really like.
And he's not fucking shy. No one. You know what? And if he is shy, then he needs to fucking get off.
He is, because he was quiet. He was quiet on Big Brother. We were on the same season.
Right. Well then MTV, stop fucking casting people because they're fucking big, okay? Because I'm over it. Like, this is what's happening. Like, I thought the first episode was great, but like, to be honest with you, maybe I'm in the fucking minority and wouldn't be like unlikely, because I usually like that's where I land. But like, I just thought it was like, I thought the episode was like missing a lot of sass. And I would love to see that from Fessy.
Well, I think a lot of it came in the elimination. I think once, like, it was.
I'm saying this as someone who has like not even fully watched the episode. Yeah. I'll shut up. Okay.
Well, in spite of a void of personality, Fessy has learned the number one rule to reality television, and he is going to tell everyone yes. And that is, anyone that has not figured that out in reality TV, that whenever anyone asks you anything, the answer is always yes, then you're doing it wrong. So, I mean, I don't care. Like, if someone comes up to me in an elimination format type show and is just like, hey, are you with me? Yes. Hey, do you want to get rid of so-and-so? Yes. Hey, I don't care what I really think. By saying no, you're creating an enemy for no reason.
Yeah.
So at least Fessy's figured that out.
I think that maybe it's because I've been on the show for so long and I've come from MTV that I forget that it actually is a game. You know, like you go on there and like I get caught up in like having fun and all this other stuff where like it actually is better to keep your fucking mouth shut.
So we also see Nany is trying to trade up Kyle for Fessy. Smart. I mean, I would put on a
place last season. Fessy got fourth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey,
Fessy's my brother.
As I said, I see Kyle as me, and I see Fessy as not me. And shit, if
just because he has blonde hair and blue eyes, like
that's it. I mean, that's the only comparison.
I want to see Kyle and Jonny fight. That is,
I don't. I can tell you who wins.
They'll never do it. They'll never do it.
But if I have the possibility to have Fessy as my partner, I'm fucking putting on a wig and fucking loading up my fucking shirt and fucking.
we get it, Jonny. We get it.
So also we see that Nam has a bag for his belts. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? How like this is he the perfect guy? Jeez, who has a bag for their belts?
Yeah, that's what I look for in a partner.
Is that what makes you a perfect guy? I mean,
that's pretty strong.
I don't even know where my belts
are. I was impressed. Devin can't understand his partner, and neither can I, and neither can most of America. So we're all in agreement there. He refers to her as a fit infant. Ooh, that's one of those where when you're watching the show as Devin, and if you happen to be friends with Allison, you're just like, oh, that's not gonna play well. That's gonna be a text you're not looking for.
I mean, listen, I just want to say something. Everyone's like, oh, Devin's so fucking hilarious. It's really fucking easy to make fun of Nicole, okay? I'm just putting it out there. Like,
I say Allison, sorry, I meant Nicole.
Fun of Nicole, okay? Put him in a fucking room with me and let's see who he fucking makes fun of. Like, that's all I'm saying. So Nicole does not represent Staten Island, although my accent right now is not helping either. I'm just saying we don't all sound like that.
Yeah. And if you're wondering who owns the confessionals this season, it is Big T by a landslide. Earlier, she tells us that if Joseph was on Tinder, she would not be swiping right. And then she later tells us that she feels as though she's in a bad marriage. There's no communication, there's no sex, and she's more than ready for a divorce.
She's hilarious.
Oh my God, how great is she?
She's amazing.
Yes.
Once we started working against each other, which is like I think the next beat in this, it's so good.
Yeah,
I absolutely loved this. The spy theme, we've got two people trying to undermine their own relationship.
Yeah. So Joseph volunteers, and then Natalie, who, you know, I got to root for my Survivor fam. She says, you have to have the balls to call someone out, then go the fuck in. And I'm like, wow, Natalie coming from family-friendly Survivor, going to MTV, losing all of her couth, and dropping out bombs. I'm like, yes, this is how Survivors really are.
That's funny.
Oh, but speaking of doing too much, Natalie, it's a guy's elimination. It's fucking Wes. Just let him go, man. Like, why are you being his mouthpiece right now? You're not the attack dog.
He's a fucking leech. That's why he's gotten in our head already. That's the problem. And now she's pissed off. It's like
that either.
What's that, Kaycee?
I said I didn't understand that either. Like her calling, like just having to say something. It's like guy's elimination and like, let them do whatever they need. It's not like she could really like protect Wes, but I think she felt like she had to say something to kind of defend her partner.
Yeah.
And
I do that too about my friends I know for a fucking year before I go on a fucking challenge with. This motherfucker probably was sniffing her out since she was on the fucking Survivor. He was like, oh, that bitch.
Well, yeah,
he got some kind of fucking hint.
He watched her season, the newest one, and he said him and his wife loved her and he wanted to team up with her. So
I bet if they fucking loved her.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but Natalie is winning over a lot of challenge fans. And
I love Natalie. I love her.
And it's so crazy in the fact that a lot of them hate Wes, but they're loving Natalie. So to see this dynamic of fandom, they're a pair. They're a pair that Natalie could have broken up, and she chose not to. And I don't think she's lost any of that fandom. That's really, I think for a rookie, I think she's really, killing it.
She didn't fully understand the baggage that she was gonna get being partners with Wes, and she even said this in the beginning when she did partner up with him, because she was supposed to be partners. Like it was first supposed to be like Darrell, but then Wes snatched her up, and then she didn't realize. And so it's like, I mean, if she,
what do you mean she didn't realize? You don't look at Darrell and Wes and be like, I want Wes. There is something before that. That does not happen. Well, Kaycee, you're telling me if Darrell is standing in front of you and Wes comes up like a fucking troll?
Wes has a mouthpiece over Darrell, so Wes was pretty much selling himself right there, and so like Darrell's gonna grab it. I guess.
No. I'm not gonna discount Natalie's intelligence. I'm not.
Pick me pretty much if you want to win, So he was just way more aggressive, pretty much literally grabbed her ass like this. And I mean, what do? Fight him off, So I mean,
what you do is CT did.
Yeah, you do it. What are your pluses and minuses? Well, I feel my pros outweigh my cons.
Well, I'm a CEO and also a janitor, so you should fucking pick me. I can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm basically everything. Shut the fuck up.
It's time to vote, and Jay went Leo Rush as a pass move. And I like that. I mean, like if you don't have any skin in the game, you're not in this majority alliance. You're not, in no alliance. It's just like, hey, I'm voting off. I like that. But others like Kyle doesn't vote the way he says and goes straight to Fessy and Aneesa afterwards and just flat out fucking lies to their face. And I'm just
love it.
No, not now.
They saw you, Kyle. They saw you.
What are you doing? Like, I mean, it's one of those where you say it earlier, and then if they call you on it later, you're just like, oh, Who did I vote for? I don't even remember. Not vote the opposite and then run to them and say, hey, just want to let you know, did exactly like I said. Be good. I would never lie to you. Not me.
Hey, Johnny, I don't know if you know, but TJ made this twist just for Kyle.
they actually might have, honestly.
Oh,
that
my
would be
God.
my dumb ass. I'd probably fucking say like a fucking speech at the fucking thing, like, I love everybody. And then I'll just stand there like, no, bitch, you fucking lie.
Okay, so now it's time to go to the crater for the elimination. I have a question. Why wouldn't Fessy just fucking crush Joseph? Because Fessy claiming he didn't know what it was. I haven't watched the fucking challenge in 15 fucking years. And I see 2 poles and a fucking ring, and I go, I know the fucking challenge.
Well, there was no ring in the middle when we walked up. So
There wasn't?
Yeah, no.
It was just an empty circle.
Yeah.
Then you fucking know. Like,
Then
get
you
the
know.
fuck out of here.
No.
What do you think it's going to be? A fucking climbing thing? You're doing something with your body, Fessy. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they're bringing in scaffolding and they're like, hey, hold on, guys. In 4 hours, we're gonna have the motocross fucking track built.
Yeah.
And
hold on, let me bring in the puzzle pieces.
Well, Fessy literally says earlier in this episode, I wrote it down. If I see a pole in some dirt, I'm throwing myself in. I know I got this.
Well, now we know there was no pole.
He meant, yeah, the pole, yeah.
No pole, just dirt. And he said, nah, bitch.
there was a pole.
There were 6 of them.
Okay, so when he says pole, he's talking about the hand pole, right?
Yeah, no, I know. It's just hilarious in hindsight.
Yeah. Yeah, he should have went in. He should have went in. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I'm happy that Kyle got his win. I am fucking happy.
That's
right, Kyle.
I'm
We were
glad
all
the way
rooting
it played out, but
Even though I was also voting for Joseph because like I thought he was hilarious, which apparently maybe he's not, but Kyle's definitely hilarious. So
no, I was so like the way it played out. I was beyond excited, but that was low hanging fruit for Fessy. Just, I mean, it was a gimme.
Yeah.
Did he regret it, Kaycee?
Yeah, after knowing that what it was, yeah, he did. But you know too, it's like if it's early in the game like that, it's like it's kind of risky. You just absolutely have no idea what it is. So a lot of viewers will be like, "Oh, you should have went in." But when you're actually there playing the game for $1 million, you kind of want to be smart and not just think of like, "Oh yeah, just let your ego get in the way." So I get it. It's like you just never know. You can feel it if you really need to go in, but
if you're Fessy, who do you want to go against?
Who do you not want to go against?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
If Joseph's there, there's 99 out of 100 things Fessy kills Joseph in.
Yeah.
As I said,
Except for staying.
Yeah.
Unless they build a fucking motocross track, Fessy's fucking went like.
Honestly, you cannot put that past the challenge producers because you'll have a fucking blank ass dirt fucking pit and they'll like roll in some crazy ass shit. You're like, what the fuck is that? But yeah, no, that was a fucking that was not. I wish you would have said that.
Were you guys aware that mustard gets rid of cramps? Because
He had a little Rubbermaid of mustard and he licked it.
That was some weird shit. Yeah.
It's like sitting there watching that, and you guys saw him do that.
Wait,
right?
did you see him do that? Because
I saw him. There were a lot of people that did not see him. So there was a few of us. I personally saw him. I saw him doing his interview. Literally pull out some out of his jacket, licks it, and it's damn mustard. And I don't know.
So,
I tried it before my elimination, and then it just didn't work.
so ladies, I feel that Joseph has been heaven sent. So when those cramps are really bad, when Aunt Flo visits, maybe a hot dog with mustard.
Yeah, maybe extra mustard.
Yeah, I have never in my entire life, like I'm sitting there, I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I mean, as if your edit wasn't bad enough this episode to break out the
like mustard.
That's what I'm talking about. Doing too much, trying too hard, right?
I mean, to quote Marie,
about, like,
corny shit. That is corny.
Corny. That's what I'm talking about. Corny.
Yeah.
Corny.
It is some corny shit. That is some corny shit, but he still doesn't fucking beat Wes because that motherfucker is a corny ass motherfucker. and if Joseph is eating mustard, Wes is eating fucking shit because like it's so fucking annoying.
Yeah. I think you should get Wes on here.
Yeah, definitely. Wes
Marie,
here. Let me just clear the air because there's a lot of people in the comments like, "Oh, Marie's drunk." Motherfuckers, just because I slur doesn't mean I'm drunk. I just fucking mumble. That's number one. Number two is that Wes is a fucking idiot. He went on and he like made a fucking that Patreon thing or whatever he fucking does and told people that I had like some sort of like some kind of like thing against me. What is it called when like you're like in jail or like what is it?
Restraining order?
I don't know, something crazy. But I was just sitting there. I'm like, this motherfucker's making people pay to hear about some fucking bullshit. Like, this is what he does. He's a fucking bait and switch motherfucker. If you like him, open up your fucking eyes, smoke some weed, take some fucking Adderall. I don't know what the fuck you're on, but this guy is so corny. Like, and like, don't pay for his shit. Like, make him actually get a real job because then he'd actually not be on the show. Mr. Fuck.
He can be a janitor. He sounds like he'd be good at it.
I think he would be a great
janitor. He wouldn't be good at that either. He would be a really good janitor.
I think he'd be a really good CEO. He made a good pitch for both. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I do that stuff.
Kyle wins back-to-back rounds. Was it even close, Kaycee?
I'm trying to remember. No. It was a good fight. It was a good fight for sure. Like Joseph was definitely putting the fight in. But Kyle, he just has so much fight in him. Like he has so much heart. When he competes, he fucking competes. And I mean, I think he shut him out, right? I think he did.
Yeah. It was 2-zip. Kyle's face was fucked up afterwards. Mm-hmm. So and Kyle
he threw up. His adrenaline took over. Like it went way above and beyond, and so his body just couldn't handle it. He ended up throwing up.
I like it. They were just like, he's throwing up blood. It's just like that's his dinner and wine.
Yeah, he might have been a little hungover.
Yeah, he had a legit grievance for not getting the heads up that like, I mean, I understand you lied to Fessy just flat out to his face, but at the same time, like Fessy could have been like, hey, you never know. Like one of those would have been like, ooh, maybe I should just be prepared just in case. Not fucking going in with a fucking spaghetti dinner and fucking red wine on my fucking stomach and fucking having this guy eating mustard before I battle him.
Yeah. But then again, too, they're not working together. Maybe if it was someone he was really working with, like maybe then cool, I'll kind of give you the hint, like, but they're not working together. So in this kind of game, it's like, you know, like you lie to me, we're not working together, I'm gonna fuck you over, you know, I'm gonna blindside you, you won't even know it's coming. So I mean,
so in that they're not working together, would you say that they're working against each other?
Not, I mean, Kyle was pretty pissed off because I mean Kyle didn't do him wrong, you know, Fessy didn't do him wrong. So this kind of just laid it all out there where now I want to say they're like enemies. You know what I'm saying?
No, prior. I mean, would you say they were working against each other or just?
No, they weren't working against each other prior. No.
Okay, yeah. Whereas Joseph is just working against himself.
Yeah, I guess you could say.
So I mean, you know, if you have someone that straight up lies to you, it's not bad that they leave, even though they're not working against you. They're still not working with you. Whereas you have a guy that in Joseph, if he potentially wins, he's working against him. It ain't hurting you at all if he wins. So okay, I get it, but at the same, you know, it was kind of shitty. But I mean, I would have done the same thing. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it was kind of shitty.
You know, it was shitty because I love Kyle and I felt for him. I felt bad because he wasn't expecting it at all, like not at all. And he threw a fit, like a complete blindside. And then Nani also didn't know what the hell was going on either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that was my favorite. My favorite was like her in the interview after that all happened. Like it seems like she's gonna be upset about it at first, and you're like, oh, like she's not gonna do this. She's like, I'm with my fucking best friend.
It worked out. It worked out. It really did. It worked out.
I thought it was pretty awesome. So Kyle's face is fucked up. Joseph's gone. I can do without seeing him ever again. Kyle gets his gold skull, which I'm pretty excited about because I see myself in Kyle.
Kyle, we know how Jonny wants to win.
Kyle chooses to take Cam, which is a strong pack because he sees that he's on the opposite side of this majority alliance. Yeah, smart move.
I just Can I just say something? I just want to say something. Like in that moment, how quickly that happened and how surprised it seemed like she really was, like genuinely surprised. Like I just thought it was so good. You know, just like I feel like, you know, Cam doesn't necessarily get the credit she like deserves. And like, you know, for him to just like be like, Cam, like right away, like she wasn't expecting that. And like, God bless Kyle. I fucking love you.
Yeah.
What's
The
funny
last 2
is
minutes were the best 2 minutes of the episode.
Yeah.
What's funny is when Kyle had to pick, he looked directly at me. I looked away. I was like, "Don't make eye contact with him."
You did the Aneesa, the Aneesa looking at the guys look.
He looked up. He looked at me. I looked away, and then later on, he picked Cam. Later on, he was like, "I was this close to picking you, Kaycee." I was like, "Well, he didn't want to piss off Leroy, right?" So it was like, I legit looked away. I was like, "Don't pick me." But it's funny. I'm glad they're partners, and it just worked out. Nani and Josh, being partners.
And Nani doesn't even care. She's just like, okay,
yeah.
Whatever.
It worked out perfect.
Like, me, like I'd be the same way, but I feel like I'd like kind of be a little bit sour about it because, like, someone just like left you, and like, Nani's like, you're my best friend.
All of said she was ready to bail, so that worked out for her too.
And we see Josh call Kyle a piece of shit.
Yeah,
that's pretty strong.
Throughout the whole season, it ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys call each other pieces of shit throughout the whole season. It ain't nothing. Okay. I think it's
they were cheering to like kill Joseph and rip him limb from limb while he's being defeated. Like that, it's brutal language out there in the pit. Right now.
I like it. So,
well, real quick to speak to how cool Kyle is. Josh is yelling, "I was rooting for you the whole time." Kyle just goes in the most perfect Newcastle accent. I appreciate that. So good. So badass.
So and finally CT gets Big T. How excited are we? Or is the universe complete now that Big T gets a partner that she deserves?
Yes.
And CT gets a partner that he deserves. Who is bigger? CT or Big T? That's what I want to know, because I feel like CT, like she might be, I don't even know Kaycee, how tall is she?
Oh, I mean, I don't even know. 5.
She's got to be little. Like she's got to be like under 5, like 5'1". How big?
No,
is she?
5'6", 5'5".
Not 5'6". I'm 5'6".
Then your height.
No way. Well,
there you go.
There you go.
Wow. Well, okay. Well, then she doesn't seem that much bigger than she is, I guess. But regardless, wait, somebody mentioned in the comments, and I have to bring it up. They said Devin was doing too much, and I have to get some hate in here. That was fucking annoying. Did you guys see him? Like they showed that one clip of him, like in the fucking elimination or whatever, and like he said he was like screaming at someone. It's like, Devin, shut the fuck up. Just because Jonny disappeared for one fucking season, like is anybody else gonna fucking come on here and shut these idiots up? Like they're so annoying. He feels so fucking cool with Wes there. He's like, I have nothing else. Like he's like, no one's gonna come to me because fucking Wes. It's the most annoying thing on TV. Hey, 2020, if you didn't hate white people already, let's put fucking Wes and fucking Devin on there because they are the worst fucking people in the fucking world.
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm just saying, like, it bothers me. I'm like, how the fuck is this motherfucker on and I'm not? Like, that's fucking stupid. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't think
he's like screaming like he's done something. Shut the fuck up, Devin. You're corny as fuck. I can't stand them. I hope him or Wes are home next. I know it's a girls' elimination, but they got pussies too. So like, I'm just like, I'm done. Like, it's just it's an annoying piece of the fucking show. Maybe, I mean, I'm obviously, again, I have my biases, but like, it's just like, I really like, I see it like through the TV that it's just so fake and it's so calculated. Like Devin was like, oh, I'm not getting enough fucking television, so let me scream something loud. Shut the fuck up. Go to the gym, Devin. Like if you have that much energy, do something with it. Shut the fuck up.
I don't think he likes the gym. So
sorry, I went off a little bit there. It was the line, but like I really fucking hate you, Zoom. Like then that's the truth.
It's weird because I can't even tell, Marie. It's weird.
Yeah. Kaycee, I don't know if you're aware, but there are only 8 gold skulls left.
Mm.
Do you feel the pressure on to go after one now?
No, not now. No, I don't feel the pressure. No.
Okay.
mean, there's still a lot of
plenty of gameplay left.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes,
because TJ's stressing to the viewers, it's just like, look, there's only 8. And I'm just like, yeah, 8 seems like a lot.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can lose them.
Yeah.
So why are you going to win one when someone can fucking come and take that motherfucker from you?
Exactly. So
Okay.
it's like, do you plan to go in early, get your gold skull, and then potentially have to go in twice, and or do you wait a little longer to then potentially just go in once? Like, there's a lot of different factors.
Okay, I'm with you. As I said, TJ seems like it's just like, oh, why isn't everyone raising their hand? I'm just like, because
he doesn't know the rules either. TJ just shows up and fucking lines off the guard. He has no idea he doesn't know where he is.
You be learning the rules last minute, just like us. He finds out the rules when we find out the rules.
He's got no idea. He's reading off a card. He doesn't know what we did last night. He's like, and then like fucking Emer will come in and be like, all right, guys, these are the fucking rules. And we're like, what?
All right. Well, as we all know, Kaycee, that this show was filmed in real time, just like Big Brother. And so you have no idea. But next week, there is fighting on a tractor trailer. And maybe, if the edit is correct, based on the preview, CT and Josh fight. But you have no idea because none of this has happened yet. And you're about to go back to Iceland.
Yep. About to go back to Iceland. I actually leave tomorrow morning, and it's still cold out there, so it's gonna be good.
Sweet. Well, look out for the
I say hi, Kaycee.
I definitely will. That's the first thing I'm gonna say when I see him.
Yeah, the tractor trailer looks very dangerous, so please be careful.
Yeah. Oh, spoiler alert! They have no idea of spoilers, by the way.
Yeah.
And neither do I.
I'm very anti-spoiler. I
definitely don't.
I don't. I don't talk to anybody on the fucking show.
Oh,
they all
about
fucking hate me.
Marie, that's the sass you've been waiting for in this next episode. So
next episode 3 is always fucking Spitfire. It usually is.
Well, but it hasn't happened yet. Casey's gonna go back and say, "Hey, bring the fire, guys."
Yep.
Marie's watching.
Exactly.
We need some thunder.
I said, Marie said sass now. Let's make it happen. Ready? Cameras are rolling. Let's go.
Sweet.
Marie said, "Mop the floor."
Kaycee, thank you so much. Where can everybody find you on social media?
Thank
What do you
you
have
so
going
much.
on? Plug away, girl.
I don't have any social media, so you don't need to
What?
look. I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, are you going through a breakup or something?
I'm on Instagram. Letter Kaycee since 1987. I like to have fun, man. I just be showing my lifestyle, have fun, and just do me. So,
can I say something honestly, Kaycee? I have heard so many things about you prior to meeting you in Orlando. Kaycee's fucking cool. I understand the fucking swag. Like, it's, you know who you remind me of? You remind me of Corey.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah,
I've done that before.
Well, see, I fucking know what I'm saying, people. So Devin and fucking West.
They say like our vibes, like me and Corey's vibes, like we're just super laid back and we just whatever. Yeah. But when you said that, I was like, it's so weird because I've heard that before. But yeah, because we were following each other before I saw you at the charity event, and that was our first time meeting. And I was like, this girl's amazing. This girl's awesome. I'm so glad we were able to hang out. So I mean,
it was so fun. I've heard like literally all of quarantine. You know.
Kaycee, with me, I was actually frightened of you. Like, my daughter loved you. I was frightened of you. And then I meet you and I'm just like, all I want to do is hug this girl. You are the sweetest girl on the planet, Kaycee.
Oh, I appreciate that.
How can you be a beast and just be so lovable?
I don't know. No, I appreciate it. I don't know. I love people. I love to compete. I enjoy life, honestly. I don't let little shit bother me. I just have fun. But you guys are all awesome. I'm glad I was able to.
You're way too normal for the challenge.
Yeah,
you really are. You're one of the most normal people I've ever met. And I don't say normal.
Well, what's
like you're just
people
chill.
say that, Kaycee, you're too nice for the challenge. The thing is like, I'm nice, but I'm very snappy as well. Like I know how to hold my own, right? If you disrespect me, come at me sideways, I can come right back at you, right? But I have no need to do that because people don't come and disrespect me.
Exactly. And this is my point about Fessy is that these two are fucking powerhouses. And that might be why Fessy doesn't say shit because he doesn't have to. And that's why Kaycee's chilling as well.
There we go.
It comes full circle.
You don't have to.
And that's what I meant the first fucking time, guys.
Okay, there it is.
Well, I think it's very obvious why you won Big Brother, and if you can add winning the challenge to that resume, I think you deserve it. So
Yes.
Yeah, Kaycee, you're my winner pick. So when you go back out to Iceland, good luck. I'm rooting you on.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna write it in my notebook and for the next challenge.
Give Nani a hug for me.
I will. Thank you guys so much for having me. This was so much fun, man. Look, we've been on here for a good 3 hours. Amazing.
Have we?
no.
Almost 2, guys. We maybe want to cut this shorter list next time because like I get a little bit too lit halfway through.
No, this was fun though. Thank you so much for having me.
Kaycee, you're the shit. I hope you fucking win.
Let's go.
And drinks on you, bitch. And we have to change that. We're gonna have to change that. The let's go thing. We just have to, you know.
No, we don't. No. We are sticking to it. Okay.
Zach,
We can change
Zach,
the
take
message.
it out of here.
All right, here we go.
Lucy Nicotine is a company founded by Caltech scientists and former smokers looking for a better and cleaner nicotine alternative. Finally, tobacco alternatives that don't suck.
Researched and developed for 3 years to be made by people, not patients. Lucy's created a nicotine gum with 4 milligrams of nicotine that comes in 3 flavors: wintergreen, cinnamon, and pomegranate. Lucy also has a lozenge with 4 milligrams of nicotine in cherry ice flavor. Each and every flavor actually does taste great, and it's convenient and discreet. Products can be enjoyed anywhere, on flights, at work, on the go, even in the gym. I'm so excited that Lucy is sponsoring us because one of my best friends in the world, he's trying to quit smoking. His girlfriend's been getting on him for years. He's a big menthol smoker, and the wintergreen flavor is a really nice substitute for him that he absolutely loves. So this is the thing that you need to check out if you've been trying to kick your tobacco habits.
I have a family member that's tried the pomegranate, and they say it's one of the greatest tasting gums they've ever had. We're not talking nicotine gum. We're talking any gum. So if you've been discouraged by other nicotine gums, try the pomegranate. And also for the lozenge, the cherry ice is allegedly the best. And you know what? I believe them. But as far as enjoying anywhere, I heard at the gym, you get a little extra bump from the lozenge and from the gum.
Boom. It's 2020. Get rid of your cigarettes, unplug your vape, throw out your dip, and get some Lucy nicotine gum or lozenges. This is the real deal, and a subscription to Lucy comes directly to your door each month. It's so simple, you don't even have to leave your house because Lucy has delivery down.
Reality NSFW listeners, go to lucy.co and use promo code SURVIVOR to get 20% off all products, including gum and lozenges. That's Lucy, LUCY.co. That's right, CO, and use promo code SURVIVOR at checkout. Also, I have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine derived from tobacco, and nicotine is an addictive chemical. So that's lucy.co, and be sure to use that promo code SURVIVOR, and we thank them for sponsoring the Reality NSFW podcast. Let's talk about something we could all use more of right now. Sex. Great sex. Now look, I love sex, Zach. I don't know about you. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. And I don't like a little bit of sex. I like a whole lot of sex. And so, guys, now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up, BlueChew.com. That's blue like the color blue.
Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis.
Now, you can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach, so you can be ready whenever an opportunity arises.
Not only that, Blue Chew is made in the USA. It's prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor or wait in line. It's even cheaper than a pharmacy, and they prepare and ship it right to you in a discreet package. No awkwardness, and you don't even have to leave the house.
Now, if you could benefit from more confidence where it counts, Blue Chew is the fast and easy way to enhance your performance. Guys, this isn't me reading ad copy here. This is Jonny Fairplay when he knows action is about to go down. I grab the Blue Chew, I peel it open, chew it up, and I go, get ready, we're going to Pound Town. Someone is going over. Someone is winning a championship tonight. That's right. And that could be you, because right now we've got a special deal for our listeners. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code SURVIVOR. Just pay the $5 shipping. Again, that's BLUECHEW.com, BlueChew.com. Use promo code SURVIVOR to try it for free. Blue Chew is the better, cheaper choice, and we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. And remember, when you support our sponsors, you help this podcast be possible. So please use our promo code SURVIVOR at BlueChew.com.